Let's move that out of the way. Hello, hello, everyone. So glad to see you all here. I am trying to get everything set up. You'd think I'd be used to this by now, but I am not. And I'm just making sure that all is connected. So please, if you see or hear me, please let me know in the comments below, or actually in the side there. And then I will know that I am actually connected here. And also let me know if you can actually hear me. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm going to be trying to do 3 cards today. I have them all set up. I did all my cutting myself. I did it this morning. I can see and hear you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, T. Thank you, everyone else who's mentioned. I'm going to be trying to do 3 cards here. And I'm going to be using the September 2025 printable. So I just printed this off just so I can show it to you. And there we go. So we'll start off with the first one. And the reason I picked 3 cards is because, well, the main reason was I didn't start prepping until a little later today. But the second reason is it's more so I can actually chat with you guys and pay attention to the chat. So that I think that's going to be a lot more entertaining than watching me just glue some pieces down. But we'll see. Maybe I can make a 4th card if I'm fast enough. But I decided that I'm going to follow Kendra Card's sketches as well. So this was sketch number 2, and we'll just start gluing these pieces down. I decided to use a black piece of cardstock for my base, and then these are the printables in the guide. And I really like the paper that you use. I use what is it called? Epson's Premium Matte, but if you actually look at it, it creates a really nice color, and it's really solid and no lines and everything. I think it's a great paper to use when you're using bonus or the printables. So I'd recommend that if you're having any problems with your printables, like you're just not finding that it's doing well, and you swear you've done all your research and you said this is the printer, this is supposed to be giving me the best job, it could be the paper. So definitely I would recommend the Epson Premium paper. That's what I use. But yeah, if you don't care about it too much, then you can actually use whatever you want. I'll have a lot of paper, I'm sure of. Okay, so in this sketch, what we have is, it's like a pocket. And it's supposed to be like 1 inch off the bottom. So I'm just going to measure the center here in the back. You're not going to see this. So this is 2.5. So we're going to just make sure that's 1 1/4 here, roughly do that. And then we're going to mark off 1 inch, because if you follow the instructions, that's what it shows. Now, if you were actually doing this, just so you know, if you were actually following the instructions of Kendra Card Challenge, you would actually be cutting all the paper following those instructions. But I'm only going to be focusing on a couple of these sketches, so I don't need to worry about cutting all the pieces out. So there we go. And I think that's what it was. I think it was a triangle point, if I remember correctly. If not, oops. That's what I'm doing now. Okay. There we go. And then once I have that, we will do a little trimming. There we go. And I'm just doing it backwards. Way easier to see it on this piece, on the white, than if you're trying to cut on the color. There we go. And now I got my little pocket here. Now what I want to do, I thought that was really cute. The reason I chose the orange of all of them, I felt like this looks like a really nice, you know, some people have those dress shirts with the button ups and the colors, and then you want them to have the little festivity, but you don't want big designs. It kind of looks like that. So when you put this little pocket on there, it's kind of like what it looks like to me. And then I figured I might as well put this cat in there, because why not? So we'll just trim that It's funny. Lynn was talking about my fussy cutting being so picky on it, and I don't think that's true. I think I think that's not true at all. But definitely don't look at mine because I rushed mine to get it done for this video. There were so many pieces, which is a good thing for everyone else who's not in a rush. There are so many pieces to cut out. It's just a lot of fun. I'll show you the side of my desk later if I remember. Now, this design, I think I must have cut that wrong a bit. So I'm going to trim this off. That's allowed. It's not against the law to change the sketch a bit. And don't forget that technically, if you're doing the bonus printable, you don't have to follow the sketches anyways. You're free reign to do whatever you want. This is just something fun to do. So I'm going to trim it just so that it's nice and center on my card, and hopefully that doesn't wreck my plans that I had already pre-done. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lynn. I'm still good at fussy cutting. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to add my little strips here. Against the law. I do hope you were enjoying the hop. Lynn did a fantastic job. She actually created 5, which she put a poll up front, and I thought she said how many cards was I planning on doing, but I didn't read it correctly, so I said 3. If I knew it actually said how many cards is Lynn going to do, I'm going to be nice and say I would have said 5, but I'm planning to do 3, but we'll see. I don't know, but Lynn's cards were really beautiful, and I love that green. That it's like a yellowish green, slime green maybe. Beautiful, and I don't know where she got, if that was her, if that was a printable, or if it was just she has really good paper in her stash. But it was pretty nice. Now mine are not cut correctly, but that's okay. I'm just going to snip them off. It's fine. I think you're supposed to trim these down to 4 inches if I read it correctly. I think this was probably 4 1/4. Sometimes I don't read the instructions. But that's just how I craft. It's a good thing to see when you're watching someone crafting. You like, this is what I would cut out of all my videos. So if I'm doing recording, I would be laughing to myself while I'm doing this, saying, oh my goodness, can you believe that? My partner would be laughing in the background saying, yeah, you do it every single time. But you guys would have no clue because I edit all that out. You're blinging your cards, Lynn? I am not blinging my cards. I give you a hard time, but I'm not doing it myself. Okay, so I think this is kind of cool. We're going to glue this down to my card base. Maybe I'll give it some depth. What do you think? Do you think it needs some... No. You know what? I'll just glue it flat. Hi, Gloria. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so we'll glue this down. So that was 10 minutes and I'm still on the first card. Look at that. When we were choosing which bonus printable to do, I definitely said very quickly I would do September because Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year. I just love it so much. And yeah, this printable just has so many fun images on it. It has some that are not colored. There are some that are colored. And the nice thing is you can just put these into your stash, and then you have them for later if you ever want to just print off 1 or 2. And like Lynn was saying, there are so many different types of things you can get with the bonus printable. I remember one of my favorite bonus printables, I think it was a bonus printable, was that it actually created a little card box that would hold all of your Kendra Card challenges for the challenge. And I made a bunch of them. Actually, one of them is right here. And it actually holds all the cards. It should hold 15 cards. And I definitely kept that printable because it was one of the best ones. I made a few of those. And it was way cheaper using the abundance of paper that I have than to buy plastic containers that, sure, they will withstand water, but I don't plan on having water spilling everywhere in my craft room. And if they do and they all get damaged, well, you know what? That just means I can make some more boxes and use up more paper. So it all works in the end. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. It was, oh, I love those boxes, Kendra. It was such a great design and it worked really well. So you may be wondering why I put a little glue on the back. That's just because, hi Linda, sorry miss, I just saw your message now. It's because I like to move things around a lot, and so adding a little bit of liquid glue will allow me to move that around without wrecking the paper. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. I love this. This is adorable. What I think I'm going to do now is I think I'll just add a little bit of a black mat around this happy hunting, and we'll call this card done. And I'm really, really liking this one. So actually, the quickest way to do this is to just glue this down onto the paper where I want it. Just like that. Just eyeball it, guys. You don't need to be too strict on that. And then when that eyeballing is done, there we go. Okay, that's terrible, but there we go. We just then cut it. And this is a little bit easier than thinking about measurements. Now, if I knew exactly what size this rectangle was, then I would have not done it that way, but I think that's not too bad. And then we'll glue it down. Just reading the comments to see if I'm missing anything. The cat is super cute. Thank you, Julia. For all those, I'm going to embarrass her. For all those who don't know, Julia is my crafty friend from my neighborhood. And I was going to say Canada, but I craft with her every Thursday, and now switching between Wednesdays, and I go to her house and she comes to my house, and we just spend and gossip and talk about crafting and all the things we didn't do. But she's awesome, and it's so I'm glad you're here, Julia. Thank you so much. Look at that. That is so cute. Oh, I love this cat so much. There we go. So that is card 1, and that took me 14 minutes. That is pretty good. Let's move on to card number 2. The problem is I've put everything all over the place and I don't know where I put it. Oh, found it. There we go. Card number. We're going to do sketch number 5 this time. Okay. So I'm sorry. That one got me. That skeleton is the creepiest, weirdest thing ever. So I had to use it, and I wasn't expecting it to pop like that and kind of spook me. This one's another simple card that we're going to do. I purposely picked sketch number 5 as well. And yeah, this one's going to be focusing on some spooky skeleton paper. And the first thing we're going to do is just glue down our green piece of paper, which I have in my stash. This is measured 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And let's just creepy at the same time. Yes, it is, Kendra. It is creepy and cute, but it's that haunting stare, and it's looking in my soul and saying, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Tell me everything. And I don't know what it's thinking. But it's so cute. Okay, let's do this. I have this really fun skeleton paper that is also in the printable. I love this, just a simple black. If you have a laser printer, can you imagine how cool that is going to be foiled? I don't know. Someone's going to have to do it. Someone's going to have to get this printable, get their laser printer. I don't have one, so I can't do it. I'm just going to imagine it and then foiling that. Oh, all the different foil options out there. I don't think you can go wrong because look at all those solid images. It's not just the outline. You don't need to foil this one. That one can go aside. But foil this one. No, I'm just joking. I do like Mr. Skelly. Okay, so what we're going to do, I believe this is meant to be folded in half. No, it's not. It's meant to be a banner. That's what I meant to say, sorry. So we'll just kind of pencil this in and just make a mark. So that's, once again, 1 1/4. So we'll just roughly do that. This time I'm just going to use my scissors. Happy skeleton, poor sire. It's a happy skeleton, yeah, let's just say that. It's just, when it's Halloween, you just never know. You just don't. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe if this was a Christmas skeleton, like if I had a Christmas Santa hat on it, maybe I wouldn't be, maybe he would look very cheery, like, oh, instead of it being like, I see everything, it's more, you know what? I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say. Tell me more. Good listener. So it really depends on the season. That's what I'm thinking. So there's the other thing you can do. If you have a Santa hat that you can put on there, do that and let me see. And that will look fantastic. Hello to, oh, hi, Roberta. And Jen, I think I see you in there. OMG, the skeleton is fun. The skeleton is fun, yes. I'm picking on it. I shouldn't. It is a very cute skeleton. Okay, so there's our banner. This is the potion green paper. It's a very dark green, but it looks really nice. And it allows me to use my skeleton and make it so it doesn't get hidden in that background there. The last thing I have for this is my sentiment, which is skeletons are bony, vampire bites. Hope your Halloween is a spooktacular delight. It's really beautiful. That's a really fun sentiment. So I thought I'd use that one because it mentions a skeleton. And we'll put that on the top there. I'd love to see it with a Santa hat. Yeah, me too. I really would, Lynn. I think seeing it in a Santa hat would be fantastic. The A2 box printable is available to purchase in my Patreon shop also, by the way. Yes, that's a good point, Kendra. So for everyone who doesn't know, there is all those bonuses printables and you can purchase it. And I would recommend it. So if you didn't see earlier, it was the box. So that was the bonus printable. If I don't know which one it was, the A2 box bonus printable. Okay, so that's the name. But that's what it was that Kendra's referring to. So definitely, I would recommend it. It's, if you're going to buy at least one bonus printable, that's the one. Okay. Now I think this skeleton was meant for this sentiment because it kind of hugs the corner there. I think that's perfect. And then what I'll do is I'll just add a little piece of paper here just to give it some height. Okay, so we'll do that. I would love to see the... I see the loot bag of candy. Hand it over, sire. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll just keep going. Okay. So let's put that in there. And just so you all know, I'm not probably going to finish my third card. We're going to get to it soon, but I wanted to say that next, I believe it is Tracy. Is that right, Lynn? It's Tracy next? I think I said that. It's T, so definitely stick around. She is going to be creating with some bonus printables. I'm laughing, but I can't say why. It's not malicious laughing, it's nervous laughing. It's just, there was a little conversation happening behind the scenes earlier. So I hope everything's good. We'll see what we get. But there we go. There's number 2. Now this one definitely can work with some bling. And maybe I can color it a little bit, but I think we'll call it for this one. I think this is cute, and this is card number 2. And what do I have? I have 8 minutes. Lynn was talking about time flying. I swear she had 50 minutes, and I only had 10. Because how the heck can I only create 2 cards and have 8 minutes left? Something's not adding up. Okay, Lynn, yeah, thank you. So T is next, and so, or Tracy's next, so definitely check her out. And I hope you're all enjoying the hop. I'm having a great time. I am rambling because I'm just not used to doing lives. And it's a good thing when you hear me ramble because it means I'm in a good mood. So sorry for anyone who can't hear me. I know sometimes I go really fast and I can sometimes muffle words, especially when I'm being silly. I just kind of slur a string of syllables and I'm laughing and I'm wondering why people are still staring for the punch joke or the punchline. It just means I'm in a good mood. So this card I'm going to be doing is sketch number 10. So if you look at sketch number 10, that is that one. And this one's going to be very easy. The only reason I say I won't finish it is because I have these little images here and I don't know how to color them. So I was asking earlier and I got a recommendation of either pencil crayons or markers. But because the paper I'm using is not very alcohol marker friendly, because it's very thin, you have to be very careful with it. And so I'm going to do it anyways. Because why would I do anything that's not easy? Or why would I do anything easy? Let's put it that way. I love your stream of conscious rambling. Is so fun. Oh, thank you, Lynn. At least there's one. I got one fan. I like my rambling too. It makes me who I am. That is who I am. So it's almost like everything that, because I'm a very quiet person. When I'm at home, I don't talk much at all. I don't talk at all at work. Even when I was in school, I never talked in school, except when I was forced to do speeches and stuff. Or public speeches, yeah. I never talked. I always just sat, did my work, and doodled and minded my own business. So I think years of that, when I get a chance, and it just all comes out. That's what I think. The laughing, that's always there. But, oh, there we go. Okay. So we have 6 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us as a guest designer. Oh, thank you so much, Kendra. Leave the image black and white. Yeah? Leave them black and white? You like that? I was going to put them there, but I felt like they got lost in there. I don't mind coloring them. I mean, I have 5 minutes to color. So I'll let you guys decide, should I just have some fun and color and see what happens, or just do the black and white? Had you not mentioned it, I never would have thought of your chatters rambling. well, Tracy, just rewind what you watched and then skip it so you don't remember, you don't hear it. Yeah, so relaxing to watch. Oh, thank you so much. Lala. Oh, thank you, Carol. I actually love doing this. I don't know what it is. I'm afraid of talking in front of people, but I have no problems doing streams. Maybe it's just the people I get to talk to. Color it. Okay, go for it, color. Okay. So we'll start with the cauldron. I have green here, so what do we want to do? Let's go with some colors here. Maybe I will do an orange steam. Does that sound right? Does that sound good? Orange steam? Okay. Did you start with KCC 1? Kendra, I think I started with number 2. I don't think I knew about number 1 until it was already done. Okay, so I'm going to use my Ohuhus because my regular marker, the Olos, they're very juicy and they're going to, oh, wow, this is bright. Oh, this is fantastic. This paper really makes the colors pop. Oh my goodness, this is not supposed to be this bright of an orange. I want to show a comparison. Look at that. So that's the number I'm using, YR190. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of blurry. Wow, okay, so don't use any dark colors, so no black cauldrons. I got distracted when I was talking about, so oops. Okay, I don't have anything. What's light? Oh, Olos, that's what I was going to say. My Olos are very juicy, and so I think that if I were to use those, it would go right through the paper. Okay. YR4. Trying to find my colors here, but I can't find anything. Yes, Susan, it's the Epson paper. It's the matte, so it has like this layer on it, and I think the layer is so bright and white that it's just making it so that, yeah, wow, this is so cool. Look how bright these are. Okay, just so you know, I have 2 minutes, and so you will be redirected to Tracy's channel. I will not be finishing this, but I will post pictures of all these done. I'll continue to color while I'm watching the live. So I do want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for partaking in the Kendra Card Challenge. It's 1 more month and it's number 19. It's a fantastic challenge. I hope to be back on the design team again. We'll see, but I just took a break because I'm very busy in the summers. And yeah, so just keep making those cards, keep supporting Kendra. She has a Patreon that helps keep this going, and who knows what will be coming next. So yeah, fantastic. Just what a wonderful challenge that this is. So I will continue coloring, and when we're ready, we will move on to Tracy's channel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a gray that is not, that's the lightest gray I can find, because I think this is going to be really brutal. So we'll try to find, like, what's this? Is this a light? I think this is a light gray. Oh, Kendra, you deserve it. You deserve that praise. You work so hard on this, and there's a whole effort on it, and I think it's amazing. So there we go. we'll fix this up later. Thank you, Mina Craft, Daria. It's good to see you too, or virtually read your comment. I will finish these later. This is not working out. Anyways, take care, guys, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.